Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Welcome to the Muscle of Yarn podcast. It's Thursday. Is it the 19th today?
Yes.
All right. We're like more than halfway through September. It's crazy.
Yep.
So this is a podcast about yarn, knitting, spinning. Callie and I just chatting about random stuff. You know, if you've
There's
been
a
here
lot of
before, you know how it goes. And we podcast here at our yarn shop in Shelburne, Vermont. Must Love Yarn. And so we do podcasts when the store is open, so you're going to hear some background noise and probably see some people poke their faces around the corner trying to figure out what's going on back here. And, you know, it's just part of the deal. So you can find the store out on social media as Must Love Yarn. We've got a great Ravelry group, and we've got Instagram, Facebook, and World Wide Web, where we sell stuff you find in the store through the online store. So if you're not local to us, you can still shop with us.
Yes, you can.
And I'm Angela.
And I'm Kelly.
And you can find me out on social media, Instagram and Ravelry as a Junior Bird Kid.
And you can find me on Instagram as Kelly O Spins, and you can find me on Ravelry as Kelly Spins.
Yep. And we do have podcast mascots. We do actually have two of them now. They are both meerkats. And what started as a joke, like many things on our podcast, have now taken on
Morphed
a life
into our mascots.
a life of their own. So this is Gage, and this is Swatch.
And as Andrea said, they're wearing the Vermont fall attire. Like, you know, their sundress, their shawl, and their toque, because it's chilly right now, but it's going to be warm later.
And Swatch runs hot, so she's just opted for the sweater vest.
She's got her sundress on underneath.
Yes, in case when it gets warm later.
Right.
So you can follow their shenanigans out on Instagram as well. MLY_Gage_meerkat, I think. It's linked in show notes. So, but anyway, so these guys hang out with us while we podcast and have shenanigans.
Right. I might have to get my other ball of yarn so I can cast on a project.
Oh, whoop. There they go.
Are the meerkats falling in?
Yeah, the meerkats are having some technical difficulties.
I don't know if I can sit still for 45 minutes to an hour
Well,
without something to do.
Do we need to take a pausey so you can go find something to do?
Okay.
So we like to start our podcast with our pick of the week. And so the way this works is we'll give you a coupon code, and for the next 2 weeks you can save 10% off the in-stock item in our store, in person or online. And it's good for in-stock items. If you aren't sure where the coupon code goes, we did a tutorial in episode 73. So what do we got for our pick of the week? It's a new
new yarn.
Is it
for this fall?
It's brand new yarn?
New.
Awesome.
New. Completely new.
Awesome.
It is Queensland Collection, and it's Walkabout is the name of it. And it is 100% organic Shetland.
Ooh.
So think like Jameson's. It is sport weight. So any of the really fun color works type patterns, this is going to be great yarn for that. So they are 50 gram skeins. So it's a nice size for doing like the fingerless mitts or mittens and hats and cowls and things where you need
just a little bit of color.
Some color. And they are, like I said, 50 gram skeins, 157 yards, and it's 100% organic Shetland. And they retail for $6.99.
So nice price point.
Nice price point. And
take some of those.
These are the colors that we currently have in stock.
Take one more. Two more. One more. Two more.
So some good neutrals and then some other pops.
Nice little pops of color. This green is.
Isn't that fun?
Be super fun.
Yeah. So we'll keep adding to the collection of colors.
And so you can see this one here in the middle is a brown, and this is a nice heathery gray.
And this one is actually like a really deep purple over here, and then this is a denim color. and there's black,
And this one's black.
a light gray, and then this is oatmeal on top of
Yeah.
that one.
So really, if we were like, Kelly and I should trade, and I'll take
Right.
her oatmeal.
Yes.
Oh! Right, because they're...
So now Anne just got the warm,
I got the browns.
the browns, and I've got the grays and black. There, sort of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So should we just do a weekly pick walkabout?
Sounds good.
Weekly pick
So 10% off if you purchase the walkabout within the next couple of weeks while
Yep.
it's on special. And if you have any questions about using the coupon code episode 73, check it out because we did a tutorial. And
Yep.
did a tutorial
Yep.
on where that goes.
Yes. Yep. And if the discount's not showing in your cart, it hasn't been applied. And just our system is, if you're paying with PayPal, this little caveat that I don't think we hit on in 73. If you're paying with PayPal, it's going to send you to PayPal and then back to the screen where the coupon code goes.
Yep.
So,
Yep.
um,
And it'll refigure it so you when they actually charge your PayPal account, it's at the discounted price.
Yep. So, hope you like that. And again, like Kelly said, it would be a good substitution for any of the patterns that call for Jameson. Jameson yarn, and there's a ton of really cool color work patterns out there.
Some of the Jameson, they have different weights.
Well, yeah, but they need their sport weight stuff. So it's hand knit season here in Vermont, and have you
For part of the day,
for
anyway.
part of the day? It'll be warmer this afternoon, but have you worn that on the podcast?
I don't know because I finished it right before Scotland, and I
don't-
wore it a bunch in Scotland.
I don't think we've seen it on the podcast.
I may not have because then it got
really
kind
hot.
of warm, and so I am wearing Ingrid by Isabel Kramer, and I used the Lolland lamb's wool from Dye Gilpin, which we have in the store. I've got to order some more colors again. It's a great yarn. We just sell through it because it's just a really lovely, super soft lamb's wool yarn. It's a sport weight. So, yeah, there it is. There she
So if you were looking for a suggestion for what to use the pick of the week on,
yeah, the sweater would
Right
work. Yep. And I like lighter weight sweaters, especially this time of year, because
right,
you're not sweltering inside in a lighter weight sweater.
exactly. So, and I am wearing my blackberry shawl with a fun little shawl cuff on it. This is not one that we have here at the store. It was a gift, so I'm actually not even sure where it came from. Probably should know, but I don't. But you can buy similar. I don't think we have any silver ones, but you can buy similar. The idea, we've got them here, and they're just to help keep the ends together and just add another sort of layer of decoration to your shawl.
I know that one's fun, and it really picks up
The silvers.
silver.
Yep. So this shawl is made out of Kingdom Fleece and Fiberworks. Her sock weight yarn is the pink in the Muscle of Yarn colorway, and then
She brought us some more muscle of yarn colorway.
awesome! And then this is some of her mohair. The gray is mohair, I think, in the coal colorway, I think is what it is, and we may have some of that in stock right now. One skein maybe. But it's a really fun pattern. We did a knit along with it, and everybody who's knit this pattern has said that they really enjoyed it and that it was really fun. So check that out if you're interested in doing a fun sort of different kind of shawl with the mohair and the regular sock weight yarn. So I have no finished objects with me.
I have an almost finished object, which is kind of crosses the line between work in progress and finished object because I just cast it off in outtakes. You'll see that.
Yeah.
But I'll show it now. So, this is Sing Winter, and it's a Leash Plummer pattern, and I used Juniper Moon Farm Moonshine Chunky, which has now been discontinued, and they're pretty much sold out of it. I think they're completely sold out of it in the warehouse distribution where we get it from, and we are completely sold out of it in the store. So if you want it,
To find it on like a D-stash or
yeah,
something.
D-stash and Ravelry or something. So I just bound off the neck. I changed this. She calls for you doing garter for the neckband, and I just did ribbing on the neckband because the cuffs and the hem, the bottom, are all ribbed. So rather than changing it up, I kind of went traditional and did
Nice.
that. So there's 3 colors in here, and I don't know if I have the ball bands for all of them, but if you go to my Ravelry page for this, I have all the colorways listed on that, and you can see I have to weave in all the ends. They're still hanging out there, and I've got to graft the underarms, so I'll either do 3 needle bind off, or probably because this is bulky, I'll probably Kitchener it so that it won't be as thick on the underarm.
Yeah.
So 3 needle bind off leaves a little bit more of a seam.
ridge. Yeah.
Yep. So, and Kitchener does not.
Yep.
So that's what I think I'll do for that. If it was a lighter weight, then I would probably just do 3 needle bind off. But either way, it doesn't really matter. And I was talking in outtakes about, I actually did one more decrease row round because it was going to sit wider. So I wanted it a little bit to sit a little closer to my neck. This yarn is really super soft and snuggly, so I wanted it to be really cozy.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
So, but I'm really pleased with it. So it's got to get ends woven in and blocked, and then maybe next time if it's not really, really hot, I'll wear it. I might wear it to Vermont Sheep and Wool too,
Nice.
which is just a couple weeks away.
I know. It's coming soon.
Yep.
Soon,
So, yeah,
soon.
I'm really pleased with it.
Awesome.
I know.
So I actually do have a finished object. It's not here because I'm not quite ready to show as part of a
I got to see it.
set of things. Kelly's seen it. I have a project page for it, so I'm kind of teasing you all in the show notes a little bit by saying you can go to my project page, and I'm pretty sure you can figure out what it is because it's pretty obvious if you're on my projects. But hopefully by next week I'll have enough of the set done to be able to start showing it because it's for a kit, so we're gonna do kits. So I'm trying to get it to the point where we actually have the kits before I start talking about it. So except I'm talking about it now. So I'm whipping up the excitement.
Building anticipation.
Yeah, building anticipation. Are y'all excited? Oh man. All right. I was hoping that I pretty much didn't think that I was going to be finished with Love Note, but I was hoping that I was going to be done with the body and
You've
maybe
been
onto
cruising on that.
Well, it's on tens.
I know. That's the nice thing
Super
with
big needles.
that sweater too.
Yeah.
'Cause I think that's what 3-ish weeks I've been working on it.
Yeah.
Something like that.
So I am getting ready to start the bind off at the bottom of Love Note. So this is a Tin Can Knits pattern. That's the back.
Lovely.
Top down. It is a fingering weight and a mohair held double on very large needles, so it's a very open fabric.
Mm-hmm.
And again, it's got a big neckline. We were talking about this in outtakes a little bit, and as long as it's not flash dancing off my shoulders, I'm gonna be fine. But even after I pick up these stitches, I could knit a round or two and do some decreases to pull it in some more before I start the ribbing. So I may do that.
Is the bottom hem, is it asymmetrical?
It's yes, there's short rows in the back.
Yep. So
Yep.
it kind of comes
So-
down in the back. Nice.
Hangs down further in the back. So when I bind off the bottom, I'll try it on and just see how it's sitting on my shoulders to decide if I need to do a decrease row or two to pull the neckline in a little bit. But maybe by next week I will have a finished object sweater because the sleeves aren't going to take that long, says the lady who grossly overestimates the amount of time A, things take, and B, the amount of time she has to dedicate to them.
Maybe when I get that sweater done, I'll cast on one of the other Moonshine sweaters and keep on rocking on them.
I think that I should probably cast on Throwback, because I have all of the yarn to make that.
Throwback number 2.
Throwback number 2 with the appropriate needles. See, that's what I get for checking my gauge. Anyway, because I'm trying to use up some of my stash, but I'm also really itching to do the Felix cardigan.
I know. It's lovely.
So I feel like I should do the Throwback first, because I already have the yarn. I don't know. Wait and see. What will I do? It's a dilemma. You know, I probably will buy yarn, because that's what I do, which means Felix. I gotta finish this stuff first. I also have that, it's on the simmering list, is the little red pullover that I started for Little Missy.
Mm-hmm.
And I should pick that up too.
Yeah.
Because at the rate I'm going, she's not going to be in the size that I'm knitting for her if I don't get it done sooner rather than later.
They do have a tendency to grow, don't they?
They do. And mine seem to grow like leaps and bounds. Every time I turn around, William is rapidly catching me in height.
I know. Last time I saw him, I was like,
whoa.
Oh my goodness.
How old are you again, kid? Yeah. No, he's going to have some height to him, that kid.
Yeah, he is.
But right. So I have one other project that I've been diligently, one other that I have with me to show. I have the stealth project that I'm working on, but I didn't bring that with me. So I've still been working on Shift.
Oh, right.
Yes, I got to the decrease section, so now it's gonna go even super faster. super faster. Because I'm, instead of gaining stitches every time, I am decreasing stitches now. So is that going to be an awesome neutral
That's really nice.
piece?
Mm-hmm. That's really pretty.
So this is all Malabrigo Arroyo, and the kind of gray nubs here, this is Plomo, and this lighter neutral is Sandbank, and the darker sort of black, red, gray color is Chispus. Chispus? I think that's what it's called. This is the Andrea Mowry Le Shift. This is the cowl version. So, it's possible I could potentially get this one done too, because we're kind of right at the finish line for both of these. But I love the neutrals. It'll be
Me too.
very wearable.
Yeah.
Super wearable.
Super wearable.
And this is a really fun pattern. It's a way to use like 3 skeins of DK or sport weight. You could use sport weight, but I think the pattern calls for DK. DK weight yarn, and also have it in the cowl form, so it will stays around the neck, and
Yep.
you don't have those ends that flop down. That's what I always end up with the shawls. Though the shawl cuffs help with that, because you can tuck those ends up in there, and then they're not dangling down.
I know.
So genius, whoever
Brilliant.
first thought of the shawl cuff idea. Brilliant, totally brilliant. So, and we've got some made by our own Cranky Sheep, also known as Kelly.
Cranky.
So,
Yeah.
Cranky Sheep. So that's what I've been working on.
Sweet.
Yeah.
I've been working on my Sing Winter mostly, but I've been also, I'll show these next. I'm in the midst of getting samples ready for classes. So I'm going to be doing a lace class.
Ooh,
So I have wee little swatchies
nice.
of lace that I've been...
This is totally an appropriate use of swatches. Class samples.
So I've been working on swatches for the class to help illustrate different lace samples and different techniques and things like that. And then the other thing I've been doing, I picked up my little Turkish... There goes my phone.
Oops.
I picked up my little Turkish spindle.
Awesome.
So I've been doing a little drop spindling.
That's fun.
This is a Snyder spindle. And the fiber, should you care to know,
Ooh.
is Spunky Eclectic, because I was part of her fiber club for years, and I finally had to unsign up for
Call uncle. Declare uncle.
because I was getting so much fiber. So this is Targhee, and this is from January of 2015. So I've got a lot of fiber in stash. So it's 4 ounces of Targhee sheep wool, and the color weight is Frostbite.
Is it in your deep stash?
That was so cute. I love that.
That's awesome.
That comment. About,
Yes, there are different levels of stash.
there are levels of stash.
Deep stash is generally that stuff that's gotten tucked away, sometimes forgotten about until you start going through your stash looking for something specific. Oh, yeah. And it's not that it gets tucked away because you don't like it or it's not for you. It's just sometimes it happens. You forget you have stuff.
Look at that. Isn't that fun? There's like pops of
Oh, yeah. It's
purple
really
in
cool.
there. So, and Amy's fiber is really lovely to work with. So, yeah, this is Targhee. And it was fun. So, her club that she does, every month you get a different blend
Nice.
or breed of wool. So it was a great way, especially when I first started spinning, it was a really great way to try out different wool breeds.
And that's like the cool thing about some of the various clubs that are out there is that depending on what kind of club it is, you can really be introduced to either new dyers or new types of yarn or new
patterns
designers
or fibers
or both.
Yeah.
And it's kind of a neat way to have somebody else choose that stuff for you. They're not for everybody because you have to be able to be like, if I get this thing that I don't like, what do I do with it? But for me, I pretty much haven't. I like most colors, so it doesn't really
me too.
matter.
Yeah.
I may, like...
You prefer some over the
Right.
other, but yeah. I'm the same way. There's not many that I do not like.
Whoa, there's no way I'd ever use that. I mean, I'd find something for it. Or it's, something I would use for like a gift for somebody else who maybe likes that color more.
Yep.
So it's...
Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
So, my cute little... Did I say these? Yeah, I said they were
Snyder
Snyder spindles.
Yeah.
Yeah, he usually is at Rhinebeck. That's where I got
Nice.
that. I've got a couple of his cutout ones that have like little sheep in the arms too,
Cool.
which are really cute.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to Rhinebeck, as you all know. I have not stopped yammering on about it and the activities the day before and stuff. So,
Yep.
because I've been playing around a little bit. So speaking of Rhinebeck, so I've been playing around a little bit, guys. I got my Shrinky Dinks out because I'm 12. So look, I've been making like little stitch markery things. That's with our like logo. And I got one here with like the little meerkat guys on them, little meerkat paw prints, and my kids are into Pokemon, so we were doing some for them. But if folks have interest, I'm happy to make up some of these and have them with me to hand out at like Rhinebeck and that weekend if folks have any interest.
She's gonna make some smaller ones.
I'll make some smaller ones. These were like my round one. So I'm gonna get a little smaller punch. So they won't be this big, but they're not heavy at all. I just tucked them on a bracelet because that's what I've been doing lately. Like with all of my Katrinkles ones, put it on a bracelet, so then they're all together and I can wear it if I want.
I got some of the Katrinkles bracelets, the ones that have the little screw ends with the bamboo.
Oh, cool. Those have really tiny,
They're small rings.
tiny rings on them.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because I did pick up some of those, something similar, and I wasn't even paying attention, and I threaded a whole bunch of them on, and they promptly fell off the other end, and I was like, yeah, that's not going to work.
Yeah. No, that bracelet's a good idea because it closes completely. So
Yep.
for
So
the
if you
bigger
have
rings.
ones with the bigger rings to get the bracelets that close up.
Yeah.
It's just a way to wear your hobby, I guess, or wear your love, wear your knitting love. So yeah, drop a line down below. Let me know if you guys are interested in these stitch markers, and I can make some. I'm sure my kids will
And then
help
come
me.
and say hi to us.
And then come say hi, and I'll have a stitch marker with either a yarn ball or some little meerkat feet on it to hand out to you. It'd be super fun. Handmade by me. Yay. We have some prizes. I finally closed the butterfly cowl thread. I totally spaced that last week, but that's all right. So the butterfly we did a class here with Marin, who was the designer, and I think some other folks participated. One of the people that was out there, I don't think she came. Maybe she was at the class. I don't know. I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm gonna stop talking. So we ran a joint chatter and finished objects thread, just because it was a pretty specific type of knit along. So I actually have 2 different prizes. I have one prize that a random number generated, and the prize, so we dug into our Seasons of Vermont boxes. So we have this great set of note cards by Sarah Rosedahl, who does these great.
I've got to contact her.
Yeah.
She sent me an email quite a while ago, and
cute little like sheep, and one of her big things is chickens. So she does a ton of really cool.
She's got the chicken in boots.
Yeah,
those are hilarious. Yep. I've got some of those.
And we've got our Woolen & Co. Orange Spice body balm, which is amazing as we're headed into like fall.
Gotta order some more stuff from her.
Stuff starts, hands start drying out. This stuff is amazing in terms of like feeling really nice on your hands. And then we've got a 1-inch square gauge checker from Katrinkles. So, and the winner of these fun prizes is, drum roll, post number 6. And so that was Lois Bell. That was her post, and she actually finished a shawl. This was one of her works in progress there. So I'm going to assume, because the username is Lois Bell, that your name is Lois from Massachusetts. But Lois Bell from Massachusetts, congratulations. So if you want to send Kelly or myself your mailing address, we will pop this fun prize in the mail to you. And of course, I had to do a second prize because we had another person who finished their butterfly shawl.
And entered.
So the non-random random number generator prize goes to this post, which is Lori.
Yay!
Lori from Vermont. We know Lori. She's a regular here in the store. Lori, your shawl is beautiful. And I just wanted to give you
It's
a
won you a
prize.
skein of yarn.
It's won you. What has Lori won? We're terrible game show hosts. It's won you this beautiful skein of yarn. This is Legacy Fiber Arts. Sue Said So. It's their Snazzy Toes. So it's a merino nylon stellina, and it's the silver stellina. I think they've switched over to using gold stellina. So this is...
Yeah, they've got their glitzy.
Yes, so this is an older, almost an original. One of the first colorways kind of out the door. Almost. Sue Says So. So
The Hocus Pocus, their Hocus Pocus
was
line,
the very
that
first.
was the very first, yeah.
This was not long after Hocus
No.
Pocus. I want to say it was like in January maybe of that year. So, Lori.
Some vintage.
Vintage Legacy Fiber Arts. Congratulations, your shawl is beautiful, and this skein will be waiting for you at the store when you have a chance to pop in and pick it up next. So, congratulations! Yay! And there's still time to enter your shifts for the shift along. So that's running another couple of weeks. I think through October 2nd. I tried to time them for Wednesdays or Thursdays, so I'd lock the thread before we podcast. If the rules are, if the thread is unlocked, you can continue to post away.
Because it's our fault that we didn't lock it.
I probably forgot to lock it is really how that actually works. So any of the 4 shift patterns by Andrea Mowry count. So the hat, the cowl, the shawl, the sweater. There's been some really awesome entries so far. People have really gotten into it. But still time to join us for the fun. So enter away. Enter away. Are we going to skip this one, or do we make a decision about that one? Do we want to do it or wait?
I'm fine with it.
Okay. Sorry. Sidebar. Total sidebar. Totally normal, as you guys know. So upcoming CALs, we have I should probably move this one into the actual CALs. Mm-hmm. So the Warmth with Yarn CAL.
Oh yeah, because it did start in September, didn't it?
Oh, did it start?
That's what you said.
Oh.
September 1st.
I can't. Okay.
I thought that it was around the beginning of September.
All right. So not an upcoming CAL, an existing CAL that hasn't gotten moved into the proper section.
We could extend it for like another week or something if we needed to.
I don't think it matters. Because we've already been accepting submissions.
We have.
For it. So this is our Warmth with Yarn CAL. This is our version of the mitten trees. So we are collecting items, hats, gloves, mittens, scarves, market bags, to donate to local charities here. And we will I will do it when I get back to my office, open a thread on Ravelry for both finished objects and for chatter. So if you're not local to us and you have a local charity that you like to donate to, just post a picture with your things that you've donated and we'll enter you into the contest.
Yep.
And if you're local to us or you're not local to us and want to send us stuff, we will take donations by mail.
We've already had
or
some
in
people
person.
send them in.
We had somebody that gave us some at Rhinebeck last year. So, it's whatever works for you. We have our charities that we are donating to listed there, and they're all folks that work with sort of the homeless population and at-risk population here in Vermont. So we had a huge donation to them last year, and they were very grateful. So
they were, yeah.
And it was sort of last minute thrown together, like, hey, we're gonna do this thing, and you guys knocked it out of the park.
I'm gonna end up some hats, I think.
Yeah, it's me too. Me too, because hats are great and help keep people super warm.
That's right.
So the new CAL, the upcoming CAL, I'm gonna start it. Let's do the October 5th.
Okay.
Yeah. No, October. I'll keep it the way it is. October 1st.
I think it's fine on the first, because if people want to start it and not do a project from the other.
That's true. So we're going to have a Vermont along. So what is a Vermont along, you asked? Well, so we're encouraging you to celebrate Vermont's designers, Vermont's yarn dyers, and Vermont's farmers. So pick a pattern that was designed by somebody that lives here in Vermont.
We'll put together a list too.
I've started a bundle on our Ravelry page, and Kelly gave me some more names to add to it. Use a yarn that was dyed by a Vermont dyer. Use a yarn that came from a farm here in Vermont.
You don't have to do all of them.
Nope, you don't have to use all of them.
If you do, you get extra entries.
Extra entries. Oh, and then the new category, which did not make the show notes because
we were talking about it.
Well, it will now because we'll add it in.
Right.
But the next edition of Nomadic Knits is featuring Vermont, which is going to be released October 5th. So if you make something out of the Nomadic Knits Vermont issue, that will also count.
Yep.
So we're doing a Vermont celebration. I'm going to run it for a couple of months. So October and November, we'll close it roughly right after Thanksgiving. So the first week in December when we podcast, we'll close that thread down. And yeah, I think it'll be great. I'd started collecting Vermont designers again for the bundle. So if you go to our Ravelry group, you can find that bundle. It's just labeled Vermont designers. We have our Vermont yarns are showcased on our website. I think you can there's a category called Vermont. And so you can check and see.
I'm going to start. I'll try to get some more added in too.
Nice.
But if you go to, Vermont Sheep and Wool is coming up, a lot of the Vermont yarn vendors will sell at New Hampshire, which already happened. But the Big E, when the New England Fiber Festival, a lot of them sell it at the different events. Rhinebeck's coming up, and I know there's actually quite a few that go
that will
to
be
Rhinebeck.
there at India Untangled or Rhinebeck or Needles Up or so So come Vermont along with us.
Vermont along.
Vermont along. If you have other suggestions or we missed somebody because, oh my goodness, totally could happen, and you don't see a designer on the list that's here in Vermont, please let us know. We're happy to add them. It's not that we didn't mean to not have them on the list. We may not know about them, or we literally
And we would love to know about them.
We would love to know about them, or we could have just... We're human, and it's kind of hard to search on Ravelry for designers by where they live.
Yeah.
So you kind of just have to remember names off the top of your head. So if we miss somebody, please let us know.
Yeah.
Please let us know. We don't want anybody to be left out. They should be on the list.
Right.
So come join us for that. That'll be fun.
That'll be fun.
I'll probably be doing the Felix.
I know.
Because it'll be double whammy, Green Mountain Spinnery Yarn and Amy Christophers, who is here in Vermont.
Yep.
So I'm excited.
Mm-hmm.
This will be super fun. And do we have any shout outs this week?
I don't think so.
Okay.
I'm probably
Not that we
forgetting
know,
somebody,
that we know about or are remembering.
Yeah.
Again. Sometimes information comes in and just goes right out, and if it's not written down somewhere, I'm like, what?
Yep.
What?
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
Yep.
So, I'm not sure that I have anything else.
I don't think I do either.
So, a little bit of a shorter one this week.
Lots of outtake.
Lots of outtakes.
There might be almost more outtake than
That's
podcast.
possible. It's totally possible. Totally possible. You said you're working on class schedule, so folks can...
Yeah, we're going to class schedule, so if you're on our email list or you were you're local and looking for classes, we'll have that going out hopefully in the next week or two. We're pushing them back a little bit. October is just going to be a pretty
Super busy.
insane month for the store, but for me, I've got a lot of stuff going on, so it's been challenging trying to figure out when we can get everything lined up. So the classes are going to be pushed a little later, so probably November, December, and then late winter, January, February, March, all of those. We'll try to get a lot of them up as much in advance as we can.
That's right. We do have some information up on the website about the retreat in early June. So as we get more things set with that, we will add details to that page, and slots will go on sale in early 2020.
Yep.
So, and that's the first Thursday through Saturday in
4th through the 7th, I believe, of June.
Yep.
So it's going to be a really good time of year.
We're excited. This was super fun. The one we did in March, and everybody had such a great time.
I can't believe all of the wonderful people that braved
Vermont in March. Oh, I know.
Yeah, the weather, the chances of it being kind of crummy, but we had so much fun. It was so much fun.
Awesome time.
Yeah.
So we're so looking forward to the next one.
Yeah.
So we are working on some awesome events and other little fun things.
Yep.
For folks.
Yep.
So
I know it's a
stay
long
tuned.
winter, so it's fun to have things to look
Something
forward
to.
Yeah.
Exactly. Woohoo!
I know.
And then, as always, we have a big celebration on Small Business Saturday here. We sort of run that as our joint Small Business Saturday anniversary party day.
Yeah.
So the Saturday after Thanksgiving in the United States. Stay tuned for some more details about fun things we've got going on. Or
Can you
have planned
believe
for
we're
that day.
coming up on 4 years?
That's crazy. That's awesome, though.
4 years.
4 years.
Yep.
It's pretty cool.
Very cool.
Pretty cool.
Yeah.
And I think we got some other things, trunk shows and things that we're working on as well. So stay tuned for those.
Yep. When we get all
Coming
that
up.
squared away, we'll have the info available.
Yep. Make some announcements.
Yep.
Yippers. So, all right. I think we're maybe finally done.
I think we are. I have no more to blather on about.
No more to bladder about.
Yep.
Okay. Well,
Stay tuned until next week,
till next week.
where we might both be wearing new sweaters.
That would be awesome. Unless it's like 80 degrees.
Yeah. Yeah, then I'm definitely not wearing my bulky wool alpaca silk sweater.
Probably also not wearing this. Mohair is actually kind of warm.
Yeah, it is for being so lightweight. It's really quite warm. That sweater that I did with the 4 strands of drizzle held together.
Yeah.
Woo, that thing is
Super hot.
toasty.
Yeah.
And it's really, really lightweight, but it is toasty.
Yep. Yep.
Anyhow.
Anyway, till next week.
Have fun.
See you guys later. Happy knitting. Happy crafting.
Happy crocheting and spinning and weaving and
Yeah.
felting and
Thanks for
all those
stopping by to spend some time with us.
Mm-hmm.
So, we'll see you guys later. Bye.
Bye.
Or I'll just...
No, I already have the yarn all wound.
Oh, okay.
You sit and look pretty and talk to the folks.
Look pretty.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because you do with your pretty, shawl.
Oh, thank you. I'm going to cut all of this out and put it at the end. La, la, la. Or I might just leave it in the middle because that's also just about right. I'm not talking at all. I'm talking not to myself.
Okay.
It's actually very hard to talk to oneself
I'm really good at it.
when you're not muttering under your breath. I'm very good at muttering under my breath. Not so good at just full on talking to myself.
Oh, I full on talk to myself.
Oh.
I mutter too, but I full on talk too.
I'm going to cut all that out and put it at the end.
Okay,
Okay.
that's fine.
All right.
Sorry for the intermission. I didn't think I was gonna,
Get that done.
get it done. I could probably sit and weave in ends, but
All right. Yeah, that's not going to work.
nobody needs to see me.
Oh, Kelly's off the screen.
It's totally fine.
Burp. You guys love this when we do this in the outtakes. I know it. There. Is that better? No.
That's better.
Are you gonna sit
I'm
back?
Yeah, I'll sit back some too. I'm sitting forward.
I was just trying to get it so if people wanted to see us knitting, they could. It's hard to get, like...
See me swearing as I lose yarn chicken. Oops, sorry,
Oh,
Swatch.
swatchy.
Yeah.
Like swatchy pants.
We have to have our sweaters on. Swatch even has her sweater on today.
I know. It's kind of... I got a reading on my car of 37 degrees when I came in this morning.
It was 35 at my house.
Yep.
I had frost. Not like a heavy frost because it was 35, but
Yeah.
there was frost. And my husband's like, oh no, our garden. Because, we're in the Champlain Valley where
Yeah.
we are. So there's no frost warnings or advisories or anything. So I was like, it'll be good.
Because the last weather report I heard yesterday was that it was supposed to be into the 40s,
40s.
at night. And
Which
so,
it has been. So
yeah. No, apparently it dipped down into the 30s. Burr.
Yep.
Yep. So Abigail said that it was going to snow today.
I still hope she's wrong.
After we're walking up from the bus stop, she was like, "It's gonna snow today," and I was like,
Oh my god, that is so funny.
So, please no.
I know. I'm not ready for that yet.
I'm ready for the fall weather. I'm loving this fall weather.
Me
These
too. Isn't it the best?
beautiful sunny days and like nice and cool nights. And you were chucking along there.
I'm seriously at the neckline and I'm gonna be playing
Right, because
major.
your sleeves are already done.
My sleeves already done.
Sleeves are already done. That's awesome. Oh my god, that looks awesome.
It's gonna be such a good fall.
I love that.
Isn't that fun? My husband's like, oh look, I have another sweat. I'm like, it wouldn't fit you.
You're like, get hands off.
I'm like, it'd be too short for you and wouldn't fit your biceps. And he's like, why, thank you. It was really fun.
That's funny.
I know.
That's funny. I might be playing some yarn chicken over here. Not that I'm gonna run out because I have more yarn at home, but I meant to put more yarn in my bag. So if I ran out, I could start another skein. And
That's see, I have another skein at home for this. Well, I actually got the right quantity, but then I of course make the body longer. So, but I thought I would have enough, but my gauge was slightly off. So
got it.
anyway, but I have another skein because I like the color so well. I was like, well, I'll get it because there's a shawl pattern.
So you could use a hat or shawl or.
There was a shawl pattern that I was going to use all the little bits and pieces from the 3 sweater quantities that I was going to have. And so I have a full skein left. So I'm not in the like serious yarn chicken, but I think I'll have enough. I want to do one more round, and then I have to bind off, and that's what I've got.
I also have discovered that I am really horrible at gauging whether I have enough yarn or not, because every time I'm like, I'm gonna run out, I end up with and I'm
like 40 grams left or something.
Yeah, so I don't have a very good eye for whether I'm going to actually run out or not.
Yeah. Sometimes I'll just push it, and then if I have to back out,
there's that too. So you can. And occasionally it involves for me ordering or picking up extra yarn. I've had that happen a couple of times recently, where it was going to be close. They were shawls. I mean, the Spice Market shawl, I had to order a second skein of the silver, which is fine. It's not like it's not going to get used for something.
Right.
Beautiful yarn. Oh, did you hear the news in the yarn community?
What news would that be?
So Dragonfly Fibers announced they were closing. But don't
that
cry.
You told me.
Don't cry, because Lisa from White Birch Fiber Arts and Amy from Cannon Hand Dyes are taking it over as a joint venture.
Oh, so cool.
Yeah.
Oh, how fun is that?
Yeah. Isn't that awesome?
And they're both amazing dyers in their own right.
Yes.
And then to have them collaborate on something,
to be
cool.
Joint doing the Dragonfly.
Yeah.
Some of the Dragonfly lines. I don't know they're going to be doing all of the existing Dragonfly lines, but they're taking on and going to go learn their process and learn their colorways.
Oh, that's very smart.
Yeah. So, I mean,
this community is cool.
So amazing. I mean, Lisa and Amy share booths at tons of fiber festivals anyway.
Yeah.
So it kind of makes sense. And I mean, it's so
and
cool.
their dyeing styles are so different.
Totally different.
Yeah, so it'll be fun.
And they're on complete opposite coasts, right? Because Lisa's from Vermont. She's here in Vermont, and Amy Cannon Hand Dyes is Oregon.
Is she?
I believe so, yeah. So
that's
how
cool.
awesome is that?
That's really fun.
So that email circulated yesterday. I can't remember if it was in Indie Untangled, or I think an email came directly from Dragonfly Fibers about it, and there was just tons of stuff happening on social media from all of those businesses about it. So
nice.
Super cool.
That is neat.
Super exciting.
Yeah.
Because Dragonfly Fibers, they have nice yarn. They do really good kits.
Their kits are amazing.
So that's one of the things that's gonna be kept is the kit.
Because those sell out so quickly. If they have a sample knit up and they have kits to go with it,
like gone.
It's gone. Yeah. I remember the first year that we went, and their booth was not mobbed like the last couple of years that we went.
Yeah.
And that's when I actually bought some of the yarn, because you could
navigate the booth.
Yeah, you could get into the booth and.
Yes.
But it's great. I mean, I'm glad to see they've had such great success over the years, and now it's continuing in a different form, but it's still neat.
No, that is awesome.
Okay, I'm gonna try to knit one more.
Okay.
And then bind off. Okay. So I ended up adding one more decrease round, because I held this up and I was like, that's bigger. I mean, the neckline probably would have been as wide as this, and I wanted it a little bit smaller.
Yeah.
So I actually ended up doing one more decrease round.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yep.
This sweater, this Love Notes, has a pretty wide neck on it. And it's top down, so I can't really fix it. I mean, I can fix it by knitting more of the ribbing. But we'll see. As long as it doesn't fall off my shoulders, I don't really care. That's more of what I would be. I'm not into the 80s slouchy flash dance sweater. What a feeling. Okay. Yep. Outtakes.
Oh, goodness gracious.
It's crazy.
That's funny.
So I'm trying to decide if I want to go to the Shelburne Farms Harvest Festival on Saturday.
Oh, I know. It is this weekend.
Or if I can't stomach dealing with all the crowds.
Yeah.
Because if the weather's nice, you know it's going to be
It's supposed
super
to be
mild.
like 80 something. Yeah.
I don't know.
Low 80s.
There's some, not this weekend. Is it next weekend? I think it's next weekend. There's some, I'm going to say it wrong, at-lat competition happening at Chimney Point. It's some old, like, I want to say it's like spear throwing. It's some, like, old-timey something or
I
other.
haven't heard that.
We have heard about it just, I don't know if it's because we are members of Fort Ticonderoga and some of that stuff gets like circulated, but anyway, my husband knew about it and it's on the calendar, but it sounded kind of cool. Like there's, I don't know, some maybe like old native games that they're gonna, some like
They do a lot of stuff
old-
at that,
yeah.
at the fort at Crown Point.
yeah, but it's happening on the Vermont side.
Oh, it is?
Yeah, at Chimney Point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Huh.
At least I think. I don't know. I was kind of only half paying attention when he was telling me. It's
I'm just trying to think of where they would do it because there's
well, they're
not
yeah,
a lot of room right there. but-
yeah. I don't know. So one of those two. If I have the wrong location, you literally just have to drive across the bridge and
Right. It's
you're
right
at
there.
the other one.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, because they do all the reenactments and everything on the New York side at the
yep, at Crown Point.
Crown Point. Yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, so that's going on the 28th, and then we've
Cool.
got Vermont Sheep and Wool.
Yay! That's gonna be so fun.
I don't know. Oh, I know what else is going on the 28th. I have soccer jamboree.
Oh.
Yeah, soccer jamboree. Details TBD. 3 little letters that strike fear in the hearts of parents everywhere. TBD, because you can't plan anything because you don't know the details. Are we going to be there in the morning? Are we going to be there in the afternoon? Are we going to be there all day? Where are we even going to be? I don't know. TBD.
Oh, fun.
Yeah.
Joy
Super
of
fun.
joys.
Yes. So yes, Vermont Sheep and Wool Festival is coming up. I think at least Kelly's going to be there on the 5th.
I'm gonna be there Saturday.
Saturday.
Yep.
I'm not sure if I'm going to make it down Saturday. I will definitely be there Sunday if I'm not there Saturday. Again, trying to figure out schedules and soccer practice and all kinds of fun stuff.
Oh, I've got plenty of yarn.
She's like,
I just jinxed myself.
I totally got this. Kelly runs out of yarn 2 stitches away from the end. Been there, folks. Nothing will make you want to hurl your project like literally running out of yarn that close to the end. She it's like I got this. Hold my yarn.
You can hold my coffee.
Hold your coffee.
Coffee.
Yeah, I almost went to go get a Starbucks. I'd probably go after. I was like, I probably don't need it right now. I probably don't need it at all. But
I
it's
drink
fall,
coffee not very regularly.
and the pumpkin spice is probably out. And for all of you pumpkin spice haters, I'm really sorry. I like pumpkin spice.
It's too sweet for me. I've had it before and I just ugh.
It's more of a desserty for me. I view it as a dessert as opposed to actual coffee.
Yeah, I can see that.
But
I can see that.
it's interesting though. You either love or hate pumpkin spice. There's like no.
I like the flavor of it. I mean, I
Yeah.
love pumpkin pie.
Oh yeah. So good.
I think it's funny though when they don't say pumpkin spice something, when they're like pumpkin flavored. I'm like, do you know pumpkin really doesn't have all that much flavor? It's the spice
Yeah,
you
it's the
like.
spice, I know. Yep.
Yeah, I think that's really funny when you hear
Well,
like advertisements.
clearly
and-
the person who did the sign
yeah,
doesn't understand that.
yeah.
Yeah.
I do.
I had a very exciting morning. I got to talk to Comcast.
Oh gosh.
Yeah.
So you deserve a pumpkin spice latte.
I deserve lots of things. Not because there was anything wrong with my internet. stuff at my office, but apparently because whatever speed package I have, they no longer are offering or phasing out. So then we had to go through the whole rigmarole of what speed then I did want. And then, of course, I had to go down the line of, well, if I was signing up as a new customer, the price is this, and you're quoting me this, and why is that? Because it makes me so cranky.
I know.
So cranky. I still don't fully believe the explanation they gave me. But really, you can only argue for so much.
And she's an attorney. She's used to arguing.
But, I mean, you got to know when to, like, bail.
I know.
Like, if you're not making any progress and it's not working, like, why keep arguing just for the sake of arguing?
I know.
So, anyway, apparently they have told me that the reason why I maybe have been having some internet connectivity issues at my office is because they're doing away with whatever the speed package is that I have.
That's silly. It shouldn't affect your connectivity, though.
Yes. Well, you know, when you're operating, assumption is that the masses are not smart enough to see that. I thought it was an issue with my router, and they were like, no, your router's fine. And I was like, okay. Thanks for telling me that. Thanks for confirming that you're probably down throttling me.
Yep.
Even though you say you don't do it.
That's where the package thing might come in, because they're like, oh, well, she's got an old package plan, so we'll just,
force her to get. Well, we'll see. So I'm supposed to have.
They don't do that for us here.
What one are we on?
I don't know.
I think the one that I was on at my office was like 50 megabytes per second.
I don't know. I'll have to look.
So I upgraded to 150 because I was just looking at the price point, and it was like literally only $10 more a month from between the 75 and the 150, and it'll get me 25 upload as well. So it'll be a faster upload speed for the podcast. So I don't know. I dislike dealing with all of that stuff.
I know.
It's like my worst.
I know.
It's like my worst day ever. To talk to those folks.
To deal with that, I know.
It's like taking your car to be repaired. Like, also my least favorite thing to do.
I know. I had to go get an oil change, and
I'm incredibly distrustful of all of those people.
I like the garage I go to. They're good, and they've done us some solids before where they're like, this is gonna need to be replaced, but you've probably got about another 3 or 4 months until you have to do that. So
that's nice.
And this is what it's gonna cost you, so you can start like saving up for that repair.
Yep. Not that I want to name. I'm not naming any names, but that has not been my experience at that garage.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's too bad. I've had really, really good luck with them.
Of course, I also have that car that has that had that oil consumption issue, so it still appears to perhaps be having an oil consumption issue. Anyway, you guys didn't come here to listen to me complain about my car.
I don't know.
Probably you did. I don't know. I might be getting a different car. I've been eyeballing the Toyota RAV4 Hybrid. So it's roughly the same size as the car I have now. Gets 40 miles to the gallon, both city and highway, which is way better gas mileage than what I get now.
Yeah, well, and you do so much driving that it'd be kind of worth it. You couldn't do an electric because your distances are too far, but a hybrid would work for you.
Right, and I need a bigger car. I mean, like, I could
with
get a
soccer
Prius,
practice and the kids and the dog and you guys go camping and there's a lot of stuff.
I can't have a little sedan.
Yeah.
I would love to have a little sedan that got 50 miles to the gallon.
Yeah.
It does not fit.
No.
Even with a roof rack, there'd be no place for the dog.
She could sit on your lap.
Nope. Negative.
No way.
Ghost
That's
Rider.
not happening.
It's probably enough ribbing. That's longer than an inch, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
It's
Supposed to do it for an inch, but I've found
an inch and an eighth.
Really? Let's check. That's almost 2 inches. Oh wait, no, that's only an inch.
That's those are inches over there. Inch
It's like an inch and a half, inch and quarter, inch and a half. Maybe I'll do one more row. I find if you sometimes with just an inch of ribbing at the bottom, it'll flip up, and I don't really want this to flip up. My Boxy does that. The front part flips up because it's just not quite long enough to hold itself down. Wow, we've managed to 18 minutes of just chitter chatter along. You should probably get this thing started.
I've got 2 more stitches to bind off.
Do it, and then you can have kind of a pseudo
Almost FO.
I haven't woven in the ends. I haven't blocked it. Knitting's done.
I was trying to get this done so much, but I knew it wasn't quite gonna make it. And I can't break this yarn with my hands because it's got silk in it.
Yeah.
Have you ever tried that before? That's not fun.
I have tried to break yarn that was not breakable with your hands, and it does not feel good. Because literally it's almost digging into your fingers before your brain processes, this is not working.
Like, you probably should stop pulling now.
Probably stop pulling before you cut your finger off with a piece of yarn.
Oops, I just flung my stitch marker. Oh.
Ew.
No big deal. It went into my bag, so I'll find
You'll find it eventually.
That's how much yarn I have left. I could have done another row. Round. Huzzah!
Nice.
But I do have to graph the underarms, so
Ah,
I don't know how much yarn I left myself. So it's pretty bright in here today. So
it is. It's
not
nice and
bad.
sunny outside. That's awesome.
yeah, so I did another because the neck would have been like out here more.
Yeah.
And so I did that one more decrease round to pull it together so it'll sit a little snugger.
Nice.
Which it's a really nice cozy sweater, so I didn't want a really wide neck on
yeah.
it.
Yeah. Awesome.
I know. This yarn is so warm. It's so warm. I have that neck. I haven't worn that in a while. The silver colored one. I have
Yeah.
to dig that out because that's cozy, but this is really cozy. It needs a good blocking.
As most color work and or lace generally needs.
Right. But from there, it looks kind of good.
Nice.
You can see the little silk slubbies in it. It's cool. I like it.
It's fun. Almost like a tweedy kind of
Mm-hmm.
silky tweed.
Yep.
Silky tweed.
Yep.
All right.
Okay.
Are we ready?
We're ready.
Probably ready. Probably should go.
Yes.
Good. What
Morning.
is it? Is it morning? Are we still morning?
Nope, we're afternoon now.
Okay, good. We'll restart.
Just leave that into the outtakes.
Because we can.
I know. That's hilarious.
All right. Ready?